What's up, guys? I am your host here on Godforge Tips, MtgJedi, and today we're going to be talking about all of the known characters that are going to be in the upcoming Godforge game. I'm going to be rating them, and if I missed any, please let me know in the comments below. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's get this up and running. I'm so excited to start covering this game. Now that we have the title, Godforge, we are going to be talking about it anytime there's any relevant news, and I'm really excited about that. I hope you are too. I was excited to hear Hell Hades post the name through the Fateless Games channel, and I'm excited to jump on in here. So let's do it. I'm excited. Okay, can you tell I'm excited? Okay, let's say it one more time. I'm excited. All right, so what I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be rating all of the known champions so far in the game on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being awful, change immediately, and 10 being the best, it's already perfect. I don't expect many 1s or 10s, probably somewhere in the middle, but make sure you let me know who are your favorite characters, what ratings do you agree with, what do you disagree with. Let's jump right in. Alright, the first hero that we're going to be taking a look at is Anubis here. And if we kind of just like zoom in so you can see what's going on here, I think this might be one of my favorite characters. Let's just start off by saying it looks freaking amazing, okay? Now, I haven't seen him in-game, but I pulled literally every picture I could possibly find, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of the clips as well with the in-game footage of some of these champions. But Anubis here is gonna be just an amazing one, okay? He's kind of like our Skinwalkers, our Thundercats, you know, the Animorph type of hero that I'm looking for in these collector games. And I would say that this is getting started off on the right foot, okay? I think that this faction that he's going to go with, this Egyptian faction, probably going to be one of my favorite ones in the game. At least that's my initial thought. I love the Egyptian mythology. I love the design on this. I kind of wish that both of his shoulders didn't have the same thing on them. You know, the uniformity is great, but actually when those are different, it makes it stand out a little bit better. So I think for me, this is excellent. I'm very excited about this, and I'm going to give this a rating of 8.5. Let's take a look at what his staff is going to look like. I need to resize this picture frame here, but his staff is looking amazing as well. Okay, so if you take a look here, the detail on the staff is freaking cool. I don't think that any of these Egyptian people from our history had this type of a thing, but I absolutely love it. And I think right now it's going to be an 8 for me, but I think that it fits perfectly with his aesthetic, and I think it'll look super cool on him. Okay, so next up, we have Brunhild here, and this is kind of just like normal art, not in-game art. We're going to see more of her later, but as far as this goes and the overall design, I'm leaning towards somewhere around a 7 for her. I'm going to like hold off on my actual judgment until we get to the other picks. These are in no particular order. It was a lot of research I had to do to put in to this video, finding all of these characters. Some of them I don't know the names of yet, but if you appreciate that, make sure you hit the like button. I think this is going to be one of the bosses that they're working on, is this sort of Chinese Asian style dragon, and that is awesome to me. I love everything about that. I don't know how to rate this right now, but I'm going to rate the idea 9 out of 10. I love that idea, and I cannot wait to see that actually in game. I don't think this is going to be a champion or a hero you can collect. I think it's going to be a boss, but based on some things we're going to see later, it's possible you're going to be able to get something like this on your account. Next up, we have a character called the Fisher King, and I couldn't find a colored version of him. A lot of these are just part of the Fateless Friday leaks, but I love this design. Again, we have kind of the uniformity is hurting us here. I wish that, you know, his like left shoulder was like the front of the boat and his right shoulder was the back of the boat. So I think some things like that could definitely be updated. I think that's one thing that like Raid and Watcher and Dragonair do really well is those details, making every hero champion look super interesting and different. Right now, I'm going to stick with 8 out of 10 on the Fisher King. Can't wait to see him colored. And hopefully he has like a fishing spear or some kind of sweet weapon to go alongside that. Really, really cool setup. Next up, we have this dog. And I think Hell Hades may have mentioned the name of the dog one time in a video, but I couldn't find it. The name of the image is Jerry. I really doubt that that's the actual name of the dog, but I think that'd be pretty funny. I'm wondering if part of the game is going to include pets. I mentioned being able to get that dragon like on your account, and that is the kind of thought process that I'm looking at here with this wolf. And either way, I think it looks sweet. The detail is pretty great. There aren't like a ton of super awesome details, but I'm going to go 7.5 here on this wolf. It looks cool to start. I'm excited to see where we go with it. Next up, we have a generic female. And as far as I could tell, she does not have a name. I like this design. It does seem kind of generic. So I'm hoping this is not a legendary champion. Maybe some type of epic. Maybe this is like somebody in the court of Anubis or, you know, something like that. I don't actually know. Maybe it's somebody important like Guinevere. It's hard to say, but I like this design. I think it's a really, really good start. And you can see here with the I don't want to say lopsided, but we have the skirt part on the right side and then the open leg on the left. And I think that looks sweet. I kind of would like to see that pant leg be a bit higher on the left to generate some interest. If you're looking at the center image and not the one on the right, guys, okay? But either way, I think this is going to be, an 8 for me. I think there's still room for improvement, but I do love what we're doing here. Okay, next up, I think this is just promotional artwork. I don't have a name for this character, but they could easily bring this in as maybe one of King Arthur's knights. Lancelot, you know, there's so many different cool... I hope we get all the Knights of the Round Table. That would be super fun. But as of right now, I like this concept art. I'm not sure it's going to actually make it in the game. But for me, this is a 9 out of 10. This hero champion looks freaking sweet. And I don't know if we can tell if we like zoom in here, like what's on his chest. But it looks like kind of like a Celtic knot of energy. The sword is like super cool and detailed. There's tons of different things all over his armor. I absolutely love this, and I hope that it makes it into the game. Next up, we have some more sweet images of this Egyptian faction. I think I will have to try to figure out if all of the names of the factions are released. I should do a video on like what are the factions? What do I think is going to be included in them? All of that good stuff. But this is Horus. This is Horus. And again, obviously, this is going to be a hero or a champion that I love. Okay, I don't know if there's like a full version of this, but if so, I need to see it. It looks so cool. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is everything that I want and need in the game. New, interesting, different, looks excellent. I love everything about it. I can't wait to see what else is going on with that hero. All right, we have Icarus, aka Nips. And for me, I think that this is a sweet design for a hero, okay? I just want him to be a little warmer and like, let's cover up that nipple, okay? For me, that bothers me, but I don't know. Ladies out there, is that your thing? Is that what you want to be seeing in this game? Okay, I don't know. Either way, we're going to have fire arrows and a sweet crossbow. I love all of that. I love all of that. Yeah, I think we should just like bring his cloak, whatever this is called. What is it? There's a name for that. Toga? We should just bring his toga over and cover up a little bit more. But either way, I think this is super cool. It is cool. I'm still going to give it an 8.5. I'm eagerly awaiting this hero. I think this is really, really cool design. I like all of the details. And again, I think we can add in just some like little nuanced differences in basically all of these designs, piggybacking off of Watcher of Realms, Dragonair, and of course, our favorite Raid Shadow Legends. Next up is an unnamed female, and I don't know, like, is this a witch? What faction does she go with? What is her name? I have no information on this. I like the concept art. It kind of reminds me of Eternal Witness from Magic the Gathering. And I'm interested to see what comes of this. Obviously, this is just art and not like an actual character. This is just like some concept art here. But it is cool, and I do like it. I think we're going to go with 8.2. I do like it, but I think it has some room to grow. And obviously, it's hard to tell here when you can't really see the whole image. We just have, the top portion. Next up, we have, I would say, my least favorite so far, and that is going to be Imhotep. Hopefully, we've added a lot more layers of design on top of this, because I just don't think this quality is the same level as the other ones, okay? And let's take a look here. We could see, like, his full body frame here. Like, Imhotep, if this is a legendary champion, first of all, it just seems so generic. Like, to me, this is like a common or uncommon or rare. I don't know what the rarities are going to be in this game yet, but this is not up to the standard that I... Like, okay, don't get me wrong. It looks realistic, but it's just kind of bland. And even if we come on to the next one here and we see the back... I'm just not impressed. I'm just not impressed with this. I would say this is my least favorite, like I said, so I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I think there's so many more things we can do to make this cool and interesting, and I think it kind of needs to level up along with the other art here. All right, we can see, I think her name is Brunhild or Brunhilda from one of those first images. We can see her in game here. And again, I think she kind of looks, I don't know, just not as, I want to say as epic, but I don't know. Not as amazing as I'd like her to look. She looks cool, don't get me wrong. But I think based on this art... in-game, and I think that this is kind of like a finalized version of her, at least from what I could tell, and unless they make any changes. I think I'm gonna have to go 7.7. It's good, it's nice, but like, we could upgrade this champion visually in so many different ways. Over here on the left, we have the Spartan. We're gonna get back to him, and we'll see him again in a minute. As far as I know, our Japanese samurai guy over here does not have a name. And if I'm missing any of the names, make sure you tell me and update me in the comments as well. But this is one of the best designs, and I think maybe the wolf goes with him. But either way, this is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Aesthetically, I love every single thing that's going on here. He looks insanely good. I would have loved to see something more interesting going on with his hair, probably. Like some kind of thing going through his hair. I don't know. He does look freaking cool. I think we could make his two katanas look a little bit more distinctive. But overall, I love this design. I love that we're going to get Asian-themed champions in this game. And all of that is super cool to me. Here's another in-game shot of, I think on the right side over here, we have an uncommon archer. And honestly, she looks one of like the coolest that I've seen. I really love her aesthetically. And then I want to say on the left there, that's going to be Ramses, I believe is his name, if I'm not mistaken. But you can see Brunhild over there as well. I think we need some more color and interestingness on her shield, but I wanted to mainly talk about the archer here. If that is what an uncommon or rare champion looks like, we're in for some good stuff with this game, guys. Okay, next up, I believe this is Odin. And I just need to say, I don't like this design for Odin. I love this design. I just want it to be a different character. Personally, Odin is like the king, the goat, and he just doesn't seem powerful. He seems like an old man wizard. And so, like, maybe for like Merlin, that would be so cool if that was Merlin. Oh man, I would love that. But like, doesn't Odin have like lightning? What are we doing with a blue staff? Anyway, I love the design. I'm going to say like 9 out of 10, 8.8 or 9 out of 10 for the design. But if that matches Odin, I'm dropping it to a 7. Because I just, personally, I don't think that's what Odin is supposed to look like. But I love the design and I think it's freaking cool. Okay, next up, we have an in-game picture of these champions, like, actually fighting through a stage. And obviously, that's amazing. I think we've seen all of these now, except the front of the Spartan, which is right here. And for me, this looks super amazing. I love this. This is more than enough detail, and I'm going to say 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10. Especially if this is like a lower grade champion, if this is like a rare champion or something, this is perfect for that. You don't have any like things that stand out as unique, but everything looks cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have the animation on this archer, and then what I want to talk about in this picture is this guy on the left. I don't know who this guy on the left is, and I don't recall seeing him in any other artwork other than this piece right here. So I have no idea who he is, but I have to say his weapon is literally my favorite thing so far. His aesthetics kind of seem like they need a little bit more realism added to the fur. That kind of seems like plastic, a little bit generic. Same with the hair. But again, I can't really see too well here right next to my head. I'm going to give the weapon a 9.7 out of 10. It's actually almost perfect. But the character design over there, I don't know. That seems like a 7 to me. So overall, if we average them together, we'll end up with like 8.3. I know that's not how math works, but, you know, I get to make the ratings, so I decide. All right, here's another picture of Brunhild. I like this picture the best so far. And this tells me that one of the things that is holding her back is that shield lacking interest. It just kind of looks generic. So I would say that makes that the most important thing to update. On this one, I would say 8.5. All right, so I believe this is Ramses, and I love this guy. He looks freaking sweet. We have 2 different types of weapons. Again, aesthetically, I want to see something that makes him stand out. Those differences, like put a little like snake up here on the left shoulder or something, a snake head, like biting his shoulder, something like that. Some kind of weapon sticking up from his back, or you know what? This is so weird and crazy of a thing to say, but the back designs on the champions in Raid and Watcher are so interesting. Like, what if he was like had a coffin on his back? What if he had a coffin on his back? That would be so cool. Anyway, I think we need to like add some additional features. That's the theme of this today. All right, now we have King Arthur, and originally I was so disappointed with this design. When I first saw the original concept art for King Arthur, I was like, I can't even play this game. It's going to be too boring. But one of the cool things about Fateless sharing all of the design stuff step by step is you get to see how it builds and grows. Now, I hope they will give freaking King Arthur a way cooler sword than this, okay? Because he has Excalibur, guys. Excalibur is not a generic, small, little dinky sword. However, his shield is the thing outside of my dreams. His armor, I literally want to own that exact armor. That is everything I want and need. And if I ever cosplay as somebody from this game, I'd love to cosplay as him. I think that this design is freaking amazing. And all he needs for this to be perfect is a sword. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Alright, so I mentioned mounts and pets and whatnot, and so I wanted to include this picture here. It's from a random part of the Fateless website. You can see like the little overlay there, but King Arthur is riding a horse. Does that mean we're getting mounts and pets in this game? I really hope so. I really hope so. I might have to do a whole video on that. Next up, this is just a lantern that goes with some guy in the game. So I included it there. It's cool. I don't think it goes with Ra here, but here is some concept art for Ra. And please just give him all 3 staffs. Okay? Let him switch between all 3 staffs. Like, let his staff transform into all 3 of those different versions for his different attacks. That would be so cool. But either way, I love this concept art, and I hope that this is in the game. Right now, this is just art, but for me, this is a 9 out of 10. That's easy, super good. Okay, we have that Spartan here, and this is a little bit more clear that we can see him. Still, I love it. Still, I'm not going to change my rating there. It's great. This guy, I could not find information on him, but I think the thing that detracts... Actually, let me just pause and say, I don't know if this is a boss or a champion. I don't know anything about him. I think it'd be cool if instead of lifeless sockets, he had, like, red burning eyes or something. But I like this design. I don't love it. I like this design. Maybe I just need more information about it, or maybe I need to actually see it in game. For me, this is a 7.5. It's okay. I think it has potential, but it's not the best. Okay, next up, we have a bunch of different pictures of Wang. And I am not familiar with this guy, so I don't know anything about him. He kind of seems like a blind something from some Asian mythology. I don't know anything about him, okay? So I don't understand what the, like, bones and eyeballs and no eyes. I don't get it. But I like what they're going for, especially with this design model. And I'd love to see this actually colored. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be the Monkey King. Because it is similar, but like Sun Wukong. But I don't think so. I think this is separate. Maybe this is somebody from like Chinese mythology because of like the Chinese dragon. It kind of seems Chinese dragon. Obviously, I'm not an expert here. I'm just guessing. And then this is some of the stuff that's going to go along with him. If that's his staff, that is so cool. He's got a floating skull. Hopefully it'll be like on fire with like blue flames or something. Or like blood dripping from it. I don't know. There's so many cool things they could do. So this is the only colored picture I could see with him, and it kind of looks gross. Not gonna lie, but it does look good. So I would say 8.5. I think it's a little more on the gross side than the cool side, but I need to see the finalized design for that. So that is all for me here today. This is Godforge Tips. Now you're a subscriber of the channel. Let me know what you think of all my ratings and tune into the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's hit that opener again.